Welcome to the Imagine AI Live podcast. I'm your host for this event, Chêrénique. We are here at Cornell Tech in New York on Roosevelt Island, and we are talking to the guests of the Impact event, our first Impact event. And I have a very special guest with me here. Hello and welcome.
Thank you. I'm Greg Morrisett. I'm the Dean and Vice Provost here at Cornell Tech. So I oversee the campus where we're having the Imagine AI event today.
Yeah, you make it sound so simple.
Well, I didn't have to do all the hard work that, was put behind the scenes to make this thing happen, but we're really excited to host it and really excited to have an amazing group of people come to the campus today.
Yeah, I know. We're thrilled to be here. So thank you for welcoming us.
Our pleasure.
So tell me a little bit about what that involves, being the dean here. What is your day-to-day like?
Well, I'm in charge of essentially the academics as well as the operations and construction of the entire campus. And so we're relatively small still. We have about 700 students on campus and about 100 faculty, but we're all focused on AI. So this conference and this topic is, of course, close to our heart, and we're really excited to have people come in, to have our students engage, and to work with the city around what is the most important topic of the technology age today.
Yeah. So how did you get connected with Imagine AI Live?
Well, Liz Nganzi, first of all, she's a Cornell alumna. So she knew about the Cornell Tech campus and brought a set of challenges to our students and worked to help mentor and guide them around creating new AI digital products that would serve a particular challenge or need or market fit. And so we're grateful to her and her team for actually working with the students long before this conference and this meeting.
Amazing. So I have a couple questions. How long have you been working in education, first of all?
Oh, next year will be my 30th year as a professor. So quite a while.
Perfect. That makes you the perfect person that I've wanted to talk to about this topic. Yep. As someone in education, how do you feel about AI and how it's changing the landscape of education?
Well, it's hugely disruptive, maybe more so than in many other fields, although it's going to be disruptive in a lot of areas. But, even a couple of years ago, you could see students handing in assignments that were clearly written by ChatGPT or something else. So we've had to pivot, how do we incorporate and work with something like generative AI in the classroom? But we've gone through those pivots before. I mean, when Google came out and search, or Alta Vista and all the other things, there was another big transition where all of a sudden, oh my gosh, you can Google for the answers. And we had to rethink how we engage with students in the classroom to actually make learning productive, but also to prepare them to work with these tools and think about how they are going to integrate them in their work, in their lives, and so forth. So it's actually an exciting time in higher ed. I think there are many challenges in K-12 and other areas where they don't necessarily have the luxury of working with a mature group of students.
Yeah. I love what you were telling me earlier. Maybe you can expand on it, how you don't just silo off the tech education from the other types of education. Can you expound on that?
Yeah, I mean, when we started the campus, but really going back to earlier iterations in Ithaca, the main campus for Cornell, we've always felt like technology and computer science and related fields, it's really important to develop the technology, but it's just as important to understand the societal impacts and try to mitigate the harms that could be brought on by technology. Mm-hmm. And AI is rife with both the opportunities and these challenges. So we brought together a set of disciplines that include the technical ones like computer science or electrical engineering, operations research, but also things like law and policy, as well as business and entrepreneurship, as well as things like design, the human elements, because we really want to build tools, robots, AIs that are working with humans in a productive way and not replacing jobs, not making life worse. We've seen over the last decade for social media and other things, the wrong conceptions and the wrong thoughts and wrong incentives can lead to really bad outcomes.
Yeah, absolutely. So how do you see the growth of Cornell Tech and integrating AI into that?
Well, we've been fortunate that, the campus got started as part of a competition that New York ran to increase the tech scene in New York City. And we started off intentionally with a focus around AI. We got started right when convolutional neural nets were taking off and displacing traditional computer science approaches to machine vision. And so we really built a whole campus with an orientation around research and education focused on AI. And to some people, that's a risky bet because they think, oh, AI, it's going to be a flash in the pan, up and down.
Mm-hmm.
No, we're committed, and we strongly believe that this is going to be transformational in so many ways and for so long that there's tremendous opportunity for training students, developing new technologies, new research, and engaging with the community around it.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for your time today. I know you are one of our opening speakers and we're about to get started here.
Yeah.
We could go on and on. We may have to have you on for a full-length podcast at some point.
Anytime.
But one last question to close us out. What would you say to someone who's thinking about attending an Imagine AI Live event in the future?
Well, look at the program carefully because there's so many exciting talks, panels, etc. You're going to have a hard time figuring out where to go. So plan it out very carefully before you come.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.